Hello, good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about rational numbers. Okay, so this is your chapter number 1 of your book. Okay, so what is rational number, children? Okay, now there are so many kinds of numbers. Actually, you have learned maybe like integers. Okay, negative number, positive number, whole number, natural number, prime number, composite number. There are so many types of number, isn't it? So this is again another type of number under various number systems. Okay, so this is your international, your rational number. Okay, now what is rational number actually is? Okay, any number which can be represented in the form of p by q. Okay, where q is not equals to 0. This kind of number is actually known as rational number. Okay, like for example, if I give you example which is here 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is a rational number. Okay, it is a rational number, but 2 by 0 is not a rational number, because what did we know? That q should never be equal to 0. Okay, now some other more examples of your rational number can be this also, 0 by 2. This is also a rational number because our q is not equals to 0. Okay, that means our denominator should never be equals to 0. Our numerator can be 0, but denominator can never be 0. Okay, children, so that is what actually has been said over here. Okay, that means any rational number is always in this kind of format. So it should be in the fractional format, and your q should never be equals to 0. That means denominator should never be equals to 0. Understanding, children? That means denominator should never be equals to 0. So our next topic is what is positive and negative rational number. Okay, that means there are two types of what they say rational number. One is your positive rational number, okay, and we have our negative rational number. Okay, now let us discuss what is positive rational number. Okay, so positive rational number means rational numbers which do not have any sign before it. Okay, like this. So this is actually your positive rational number. Okay, and negative rational number means numbers which is actually having negative sign before it. Okay, so you might be wondering, children, why sir has given minus sign in three different positions, one above numerator, in the numerator, and one in denominator, and y in the middle. Okay, now children, this all means same only. If the minus sign is up also, it means same only. Okay, it means that the minus is in between only, and this also means that the minus is in between, and this also means that minus is in between. So never get confused. Don't think that this minus is just for 2. It is actually common. Okay, it is common for both the things. Okay, now what we can understand right now is that rational numbers is actually positive rational numbers is actually your numbers which is having positive sign before it, and negative rational numbers are actually numbers which is having negative sign before it. Okay, so this is the two things we have learned. Okay, so the first thing is that your rational number is a number which is in the form of p by q. Q should never be equals to 0. That means denominator should never be equals to 0. And there are two types of rational number. One is a positive and negative. Positive numbers are having only positive values, and negative values in case of negative rational number. Okay, children. Now our next topic is absolute value of rational number. Okay, now what is absolute value of rational number? Okay, what is absolute value of rational number? So this is very again simple topic. Okay, absolute value of rational number. Very simple topic, children. Now what they will give you is they will say that what is the absolute value of minus 3 by 2. Okay, I guess you have seen this kind of sign before. This is called as modular sign. Okay, this is called as modular sign, or mode also, some people call it in short form mode. Okay, So this modular sign, now the function of this modular sign is actually to make this 3 by 2 into its absolute value. Means this is a negative value, so you have to bring it into its positive value. Okay, so now you might be wondering, if negative value turns into positive, then what is the absolute value of a positive number only? So it is very simple answer, which is positive only. That means if it is negative rational number, it will become positive rational number, and if it is positive rational number, positive will remain positive only. That means absolute brings any negative number to positive, but the positive remains unchanged. Okay, only what you have to do is you have to remove the your signs, the sign of the modular. Okay, very simple. So absolute value also you have understood, children. Now standard form of rational number. Okay, so you may copy this in your copy. Okay, now standard form of a rational number. Okay, standard form of a rational number. Okay, now this is the next topic. Standard form. Okay, standard form of rational number. Okay, now children, if I say 25 by 100, yes, this is a rational number, but it is not in the standard form. Why? No, because this can still be brought into its simplest form. As you know, 25 ones is 25, 25 fours is 100. So this 4 by 1 by 4 is actually the standard form of 25 by 100. Okay, children. So very simple topic. That means whenever you are given with any your fraction, if it still cuts, then the number which comes at last after cutting is actually the standard form. Okay, children. Now there are so many other examples like this also you can see. If I cut, it will become 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is the standard form of 6 by 18 also you can say. Okay, so very simple topic, not that much complex. Okay, now our next topic is comparison of rational number. Okay, children, that means how will you compare any two rational number? Okay, that means how will you know which rational number is bigger than which rational number, or you can say amongst the two rational number given, which is having the greatest value. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss now. Okay, so comparison of rational number. Okay, so this is the next topic. Comparison. Okay, comparison of rational number. Okay, so I guess you have done this before in your previous classes. If you have not done, let us discuss. Okay, how to compare any two rational numbers. Okay, it's very simple. What you will be given is, you will be given a rational number like this and a rational number like this. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is, you are supposed to put a sign over here. Okay, like greater than or equals to or smaller than sign. Okay, so in that case what you have to do is, first of all you have to multiply like this. So you have to write 2 into 5. Always you have to multiply like this. Then you have to keep a space. Then you have to multiply like this. So it should be 3 into 6. Okay, so your answer comes how much? 10 over here, and it comes 18 over here. So which side is bigger? This side is bigger. So once you bring this side as bigger, so what you have to do is, after you write the fraction, you have to give the sign as well. Okay, you don't have to keep till this much. You have to first, after finding which side is greater, you have to also mention the your rational number, and you have to give the sign. So this is actually how we compare any two rational number. Okay, so this is again very simple topic. Now the next topic which we are supposed to discuss is how to represent a rational number into a number line. Okay, how would you represent a rational number in a number line? Okay, so let us discuss. Okay, representation of rational number in number line. Okay, so that will be our topic next. Okay, so representation. Okay, representation of rational number in number line. I think so most of you know what is number line is. Okay, I think so you all know what is number line is. Okay, no one is not aware of number line. Okay, number line is a long line, okay, where we represent all the integers, isn't it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then over here all the negative integers are represented, isn't it? And this arrow represents that this number from the left hand side also and from the right hand side also never ends. That is what we have learned in our previous classes about number line, isn't it? Now if I say represent, okay, if I say represent 3 by 2 in number line, okay, if I say represent 3 by 2 in number line, okay, so for that what you have to do is, always you have to do some calculation first, okay. So 3 by 2 you have to convert it into mixed fraction. So 2 1 just is 2, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, so that is also equal to 3 by 2, okay. So 1 by 2 is actually 3 by 2 also. So what actually we have to do over here is, you have to represent 3 by 2 between 1 and 2, because this is actually saying it is, this 3 by 2 also means 1 and half, okay. So 1 and half, that means this is the distance between which you have to represent 3 by 2, okay. So this 2 represents how many box you have to make, 1 2 box, and the numerator represents where you have to represent the number, which is 3 by 2, okay children. Now just imagine if I say represent 5 by 4. So as you know, 5 by 4 means it is 5 by 4 means it is 4 ones and yes plus 1, so it should be 1 by 4. That means again in this case what you have to do is, you have to represent your let us since we have already used the distance between 1 and 2, now let me imagine this is minus actually, okay. So we will represent this in the either side, okay, same position but in the either side. So this is minus, so I have to make a distance, I have to make point this out, okay. I have to point minus 1 5 by 4 on this side between 1 and minus 2, minus 1 and minus 2. So the distance between minus 1 and minus 2 has to be like 4 boxes, okay. So you have to make 4 boxes, 1 2 3 and 4 boxes, and the first box, first line is actually the representation of minus 5 by 4, okay. Understanding children? So there are so many other examples. Let me give you another example. Example number 2, okay. Example number 2, okay. So in example number 2, let me say I want to represent your 3 2 by 4, okay, minus 3 2 by 4, or let me imagine this is 3 2 by 4, okay. 3 2 by 4 if I want to represent, okay, if I want to represent 3 2 by 4, okay. So since I'm saying 3, so it should be between 3 and 4. So the distance between 3 and 4 has to be divided into 4 parts, 1 2 3 and 4 parts, and the third and the second point has to be represented as 3 2 by 4, okay. So this wala, okay children, 1 2. So this should be actually your 3 2 by 4, and 3 2 by 4 is actually your how much, 4 3 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14 by 4. So this is actually your 14 by 4 also, okay children. So this is how you have to represent any number in a number line, okay. So you can do multiple times, okay. You can represent any number multiple times over here, okay. Like by chance if the distance between 3 and 4, like in some cases it might be more than 4 boxes also, because the denominator will be more, okay. So in that case you have to represent in a different way, okay. Like you have to make 11 boxes in between the numbers, okay. So as you do more questions on this topic, you will understand children how to solve, okay. So if you don't understand anything, you can ask me through WhatsApp group, okay. So what you do now is, you have to do some classwork, okay. So your classwork will be to do question number 1 to 6, okay. Your question will be to do 1 to 6 from your exercise 1.1, Okay children, so this is your classwork. Okay, and your homework, okay, for today will be to do from question number 7 to 10. Okay, your homework will be to do question number from 7 to 10. Okay, so classwork you have to show me before 5 p.m. today, and homework you can show me tomorrow. Okay children, and if you have any doubt regarding this video, you can ask me personally in my WhatsApp number, okay, which you can extract from the group. Okay, and please look at this video and try to understand. It's very simple, not that hard topic. Okay, so here I close today. Okay children.